Hello there. This episode of the 23 Shots of JD podcast is brought to you by the studs over at Transcending Organics, the purest CBD out there, now even shipping worldwide.
Look, with Transcending Organic CBD oil, I've been feeling better than Mr. Worldwide, which is not that hard because, before that I was a mess, didn't stretch enough. And mate, you do want to see me on a foam roll. It looks terrible. But nevertheless, since taking CBD oil, I've been feeling much better, way less aches and way less pains. It's great.
Mate, well, if it makes Jordan feel good, then that does it for me. That's impossible, I thought. So shout out to Transcending Organics. Thank you for supporting the podcast.
If you're really interested, we have the links to the website below, or search Transcending Organics on Google.
Or anywhere, mate, not just Google.
Anyway, Google, Yahoo, Bing, other search engines. I think that's all, isn't it, though? Surely
it's definitely not all.
Well, the other ones. But yeah, if you search Transcending Organics and you're interested in buying something, chuck in our code 23JD. Cheeky 20% off of single and non-sale items. Treat yourself. And look, again, thanks to Transcending Organics for supporting the show.
If you want to push P, push Transcending Organics, mate.
Oh, hello. Sunny's off one.
One front. Mate, I haven't worn sunnies in a while because the weather hasn't been suited to sunnies. If you wear sunnies when it's this weather, you look like a douche.
You wear sunnies inside, dude.
Yeah, but that's more tasteful than think about a guy that's wearing sunglasses walking in the rain. That's just douchey. If I'm vibing in the bar or a club with the sunnies on, I'm just vibing.
I think wearing sunnies. Oh, okay, yeah, no, you kind of got me. Yeah, if you're in the rain wearing sunnies, it's kind of weird. That is weird. There's really no explanation.
I think it's more,
even if you've got a cool outfit on and it goes with the outfit, it's still fucking weird.
Yes. Maybe I think the outfit does change stuff.
Nah, it doesn't, dude. If it's in the rain and you got, dude, if you got sunnies on in the rain, you look weird no matter what. There's no reason to wear sunnies. If you're wearing sunnies in the rain, the only reason is because you're covering something up. Is because you're hungover, you got a black eye, whatever.
I don't like the discrimination though, because you can have an umbrella sunny or rain, but you can't wear sunglasses sunny or rain. Surely that's
I think the same applies if you've got an umbrella unless you are so redheaded that like
just that one
like fire departments get anxiety as you walk past. Like
you're the spokesperson for like the Cancer Council.
Yeah, like if you have an umbrella when it's just because it's sunny, like that's weird. Unless you're the most pale skinned person. Plus, like an umbrella is such a pain in the ass. Like, where are you gonna leave that umbrella? You're gonna forget it somewhere. Are you gonna risk losing the umbrella on a sunny day?
Yeah, dude, I had to park outside and then walk into my office. That walk maybe 3 minutes max. 3 minutes max from the car. It probably took longer for me to set up my umbrella and unset up my umbrella back and forth than if I just toughed it out and walked all the way there. Yes, I would have probably got demolished with the rain.
As if you didn't do it with the rain, dude.
But it took
3 minute walk as if you didn't get the umbrella.
See, I was thinking about that, but I was wearing like chinos, and chinos when there's water or liquid on it, it shows quite evidently.
Yeah, so as if you didn't get the umbrella out.
No, I did.
An umbrella doesn't really. It doesn't. But an umbrella doesn't really help it with the with on your pants, dude. I went to get a haircut yesterday. I didn't get it because I got to the bus stop and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I had an umbrella covering my hair and like my pants were soaked. It was like torrential. It's been torrential here, dude.
Yeah, but you're just getting a haircut. Surely that can't stop you from getting a haircut.
No, I was like, what's the point? It's absolutely belting raining. I'm going to have to get off the bus, walk to the hairdresser, walk back. I was just like, I'm just going to go. It's belting rain. I was super hungover. I was like, I'm done.
So when are you going to get a haircut though? Or you're not going to get a haircut?
No, I'm probably, because our mate's wedding, I'm probably going to get one. Depends when this place is. Like I found a good place nearby, but it's near where I live, not where I work. And I don't know how late it's going to be open.
See, I'm in the same predicament. I
don't want to get a place near my work because the haircut near my work is like, it's not that great.
I'm not here for a quick just cut situation. I'm here to look fresh. All right. You better put time into my hair. I barely get haircuts. You better put time into my hair. And I'm pushing. I don't want like a job where it's like, oh God, there's like 5 people waiting behind me. they got to do like a little $20 cut, and I basically just have no hair, and I look like an absolute mong on Saturday.
No, yeah, that's why I think I'm a big fan for if you got something important, Barber Hut. I know it doesn't sound. When does it close? When does it open and close? Fuck, 6 o'clock. Thursday. I have to go Thursday.
Yeah, no,
Thursday.
Thursday.
No other choice but to go Thursday.
Thursday's a time for me as well because late night shopping. It's the only plausible time period.
It's Thursday or Saturday morning, like of the morning. But then
that's tough. That's tough.
Saturday. Yeah, because if it's not good, like, what do? Do you just go home and just get it wet and then just try to fucking style the hell out of it?
Yeah.
Actually, we got all day on Saturday. We got until like we only have to get there at like 4 o'clock.
5:30. He said.
Yeah, so like 5:30. So like you got all day to do it realistically.
Yeah, but
do I know where it is? No idea. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know what time, what the place is. But the point is,
where we're going for the wedding?
Oh, dude, I don't know where it is. I lost the invitation.
I'm just rocking up.
We should figure that out because we really shouldn't ask the groom on the day of his wedding.
I know where it is.
Oh, dude, I don't.
I had my Christmas party there. It's actually a little bit of a trek to get to, but it's a popular place in Sydney. But it's
all right.
I'll
try to figure it out.
It's probably an Uber situation from the city, not a public transport situation.
Nah, fuck that. I'm public transport.
But like, no, I'm telling you, like, it's actually somewhat hard to get to. Like the closest station's like Green Park. You know where Green Park is? That's where you play soccer, isn't it? Green Park.
Green Square.
Green Square.
Green Square. I know where that is.
Yeah, it's near. It's like 10 minutes from Green Square. Green Square is probably the main transport hub.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be suited and booted, boss. I just picked up my jacket from the tailors, bro. I'm hitting different on Saturday. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling the audience right now. I'm coming in different on Saturday. Anyone that's got a girlfriend out there.
What color is it? What suit have you got? Like, actually, yeah, because this is a good thing. Like, what is too formal? We have a friend who's saying you're dumb if you're wearing a tie. So it's too formal. I don't know, like, how many friends' weddings he's gone to. I thought a tie was pretty standard for a wedding, especially in like winter.
Well, it's like barely winter. It's autumn. Yeah. I feel like a tie is necessary. I think no tie is like the difference.
I think he should bring. I'm going to tell him he should bring one in his pockets. He should bring something.
Well, to
just
me,
in case.
Yeah, to me, the difference between a wedding and going to the races is probably the tie.
Now, races you want a tie as well.
Really? I thought races.
If you go to races without a tie, if you go to like Randwick, if you're going to like Canterbury, whatever.
Jeez,
if you're going to like because I've been there. If you're going to like Royal Randwick on like a Saturday,
if Canterbury, that's when you know.
Dude, if you're just wearing if you're not wearing a tie on a Randwick Saturday, like you'll feel weird. You'll feel underdressed, and you never want to feel underdressed. Feeling overdressed is fine. Plus, when you're overdressed and it's a tie, you can just take it off. If you haven't got a tie, you're in trouble. So I think I might just tie him just in case.
You're not wrong, because like the only people I don't see wear a tie like at very formal events are like NRL players at like the Dally M's. They never wear a tie. The only time the NRL players wear a tie is like court hearings.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, but the friend that we're talking about, he's wearing a black suit though. And if you go black suit and then a tie, you gotta have like a nice, like distinguishable tie. If you just wear a black
bow tie, but I guess black suit and a bow tie is like another level.
Yeah, now he's looking too formal.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe black suit. I mean, maybe black suit is formal enough. I've got a bow tie. I caught on. I'm wearing a navy suit and a black.
I haven't got a tie yet. That's again.
So what color is your suit?
Navy.
Okay, navy.
But I'm wearing.
Well, you can get a black bow tie like me. We can go the same.
Yeah, well, we're both going to be wearing a session glasses. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't know if I should bring my actual glasses. I kind of want to, so I can watch my friend's wedding.
Well, I got to bring both. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, and then I'll also bring the session glasses.
Plus you got the suit jacket. You got heat. You got so many more pockets now. You've upgraded your pocket game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll bring my glasses.
Bring your glasses, and then then you have the session glasses.
I bought a stealth like a bow tie. I actually have to tie up.
How are you going to do that by yourself?
No, it's easy. It's easy. Like you can do it. I already know. I just learned how to do it, but it's like, it doesn't look as good as a bow tie you clip on, but I think that's part of it. It
makes it look more like.
It looks a bit more real. Because I was looking at the ones that are clip-ons. They look kind of lame, dude. They're so small and skinny. They look kind of like pathetic.
Look, I'm not in the bow tie game, so I'm not too sure what
What are you
is
going to
a good
wear?
bow
You're not
tie.
going to wear a bow tie then? Why do you wear a bow tie?
I want to go bow tie, but it's like I just don't know. That's the thing. Do you go?
Plus, it's a good look when it's undone. It looks cool. Whereas, like, you take a tie off, you got this fat tie.
Yeah, if you
what are
take
you
your
going to
tie
do with
off,
it? Hold
yeah,
it, put it in your pocket. Like,
that's what I mean.
having a bow tie, you can just undo it and have it.
Oh
hanging
yeah,
around.
you're not wrong when you're undoing it.
That's the real session.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the session. You know what?
If you see someone on a dance floor with their bow tie around their collar and like with like sunglasses on, or maybe not even like that guy's having a good time. Like that guy is in the middle of the dance circle.
You've honestly just convinced me in that 1 minute.
That's how you should do it.
You've convinced me.
Because the amount of times I've gone to like events with ties, oh my God, I have another one soon. And you have like a tie and then you take it off and it's just like bulky and you don't really know what to do with it. And
see, yeah, if you do the same look with the tie, you look like you've had a tough days out at work. You don't look
exactly.
You haven't had a session.
Now you're on a big day.
Yeah, this is like you've had a big session. The other one's like, mate, you've been bent over at work and you just don't know what to do with yourself. So yeah,
I
you know
agree.
what? I'm very much
that's the
with
disheveled divorced dad look.
Oh, 100%.
The untied tie. Because as soon as the shirt comes undone, then it's real divorce hours.
Yeah.
That's real divorce hours. Untucked shirt, blazer a bit disheveled, and like, is a cuff come out? If a cuff comes out, then you're absolute family court territory.
Yeah. And look, we say this all to say we're probably going to look like that at the end of the night. Realistically, we're going to have the disheveled shirt outside the pants. We're going to have like one collar up, another collar down. We're going to look like a mess. But
I need to get a black belt.
See, I'm thinking I might need to get a brown. It's actually big investment. Do you have
a black belt? I'll trade you belts.
I've got a black belt. Do you have a brown belt?
I have a brown belt. It's a dark brown belt.
Oh, that's perfect. Actually, I need a dark.
We'll trade. I'll wear it. We'll wear it on Wednesday when we go to watch Batman.
Yeah,
and we'll trade him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, man, easy done. Then.
Easy, because I think I'm gonna wear. Yeah, I'm gonna dress kind of fancy. I think. I mean, it's
it's a man's wedding.
Are you not supposed to dress too fancy though? Isn't it the rule you don't outshine the guy getting married? Oh, but he's wearing like an Indian dress.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Fine.
The people listen, they're like, aren't you just gonna wear like what they're gonna wear? It's like, no, it's different. He's wearing like a very traditional Indian outfit, which is gonna look hectic.
Part of the wedding, there's only one groomsman or whatever the fuck you call it. Yeah,
best
groomsman.
Head
best
groomsman.
man, yeah. So we don't all have to coordinate. That would have been expensive. Can you imagine doing that? I don't know how people do that, dude.
But I think it would be cheaper though, because maybe they have to fork out the cost.
No. You can't ask the guy. Surely not.
Well, I know the guy that's best man didn't pay for his. But
but that's because he was getting some traditional Indian gown and he's not Indian, so.
It's a bit of a hard ass. Like, hey, you got to source this.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to shell out for this thing that you're going to get abused for wearing in any other circumstance.
It is a lot, but that's what I mean. It's the first marriage in our main friend group. It's gonna be a big day.
Yeah, I'm keen.
We're talking about big days. 2 days ago, we're recording this on a Monday. We're recording it earlier than usual because I think David mentioned it. We're gonna watch. You're saying we're watching Batman. I'm really just watching Zoe Kravitz. That's what I'm there for. That's what I'm only there for. Storyline, 3 hours. Storyline.
Yeah, 3 hours. There better be a lot of Zoe Kravitz in there for 3 hours.
A lot of Zoe Kravitz. So I'm there.
I'm not gonna lie. What's the original Kravitz? Lisa Bonet?
Bonet, yeah.
For 3 hours, there better be some Lisa Bonet in there.
Did Lisa Bonet? I could watch Lisa Bonet for
3 hours. A lot of Robert Pattinson. There's a lot of Robert Pattinson.
You know what? They're not together, are they? Like, she's with Channing Tatum, I'm pretty sure. I think.
Well, yeah, they co-actors. I don't think that's together.
But there's like, so, when like the energy that the media's putting out is like they want them to be together. It's just like all these like, very romantic
that's so
pictures.
Weird.
They're like, oh look, this is my mom and dad. It's like they're not even.
And I guarantee you, the studio fucking make them do it as well.
100%.
They tell them to play it up.
Yeah, could it end up being like a Angelina Jolie Brad Pitt situation? You meet on site. Sorry, Jennifer Aniston, you're in the rearview mirror now.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
Yeah, that was a rough.
I will say that like Robert Pattinson, like that, like I huge respect for that man, dude. Like that guy, like. One, I didn't even like. He's actually British. I think he's British.
Yeah,
he went to the same like drama school as Charlie Whitehall or whatever. They were in
Jack
the same,
Whitehall.
Jack Whitehall. They were in the same year. Yeah. But like, dude, that guy, like, didn't he started at Harry Potter and kind of people were like, he's made a
Was
career
it
out
Harry
of like,
Potter?
yeah, he's like Cedric Diggory. He's only one episode, but he's a main character in it.
Oh, he was actually. Yeah, I
He
didn't even think
was.
about that. Yeah,
But the
that's
guy's
OG.
made a career out of playing like pretty boys in like movies that have kind of led to him being like people like fucking Robert Pattinson is a bit of a loser. And now he's made this fat comeback to the point where like he's a respectable Batman. Like good on him. Good on his PR team, good on his agent, and good on him.
But you know, he's like he's come into
And
back.
he's still young.
Well, yeah, he's pretty young, but he's
been
come
out
back
for ages.
He's come back into the mainstream at like the perfect time for his look. His look is like what's in now. It's like
Skinny and like
skinny, lazy, disheveled, but really like pronounced jawline.
yeah,
You know,
that's
you're not. He's not.
probably why
He's not like
he's Batman.
He's not like Christian. You know, Christian. What's the name? What's it? Christian
Bale.
Like bulked up and
Or
jacked.
Ben
He's
Affleck.
like, or Ben Affleck. Yeah, he's just like he's just a humble guy.
He is like a TikTok Bruce Wayne. He's a TikTok era Bruce Wayne.
He 100%. Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. So fair play is fair play.
Yeah, I wonder how old he is though. Like
he did better than the other guy. What's his name? Taylor Lautner. Jesus Christ, that guy let himself go.
yeah,
Taylor
that's actually crazy.
He used to be the Don. I was like, I wanted to be him when I was like.
It shows you what
years
happens if you like. It shows you the difference. Like if you when they say like a camera adds 10 pounds, it's basically saying like camera makes you look ugly because it shows you the difference like 20, 10,
But the issue
20, 30
is
pounds can
like
make.
he's not tiny, but he's just not the same. He's like he was like shredded.
Yeah, now that he chubbed it up, he must just hold a lot of the chub in his face.
Yeah.
But also, like, I think, like, a lot of those actors, like, when they, after they had it, yeah, look at him when he's ripped, he's a handsome fella, and then a few more kilos, and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like, he's not bad looking, but.
Not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not hitting right.
I think a lot of those actors as well, that, like, once they have made a bit of money, and, like, especially if they do it young, they're like, this actually blows. Like, they're actually not that mad at getting out of the spotlight. He's only 30 still.
That's crazy that they're not that much older than us.
I've seen some rough photos of him. I thought he would have been older.
Cool.
Robert Pattinson's 35.
Okay, that makes sense.
But he
How was Kristen Stewart?
Bro,
Kristen Stewart 31.
2008.
Dude, we weren't even in high school then.
Bro, Harry Potter was. There's no way Harry Potter was 2001.
Well,
so he was.
No, but then we didn't watch Harry Potter like when it came out. We watched it later when we were kids.
Maybe
because that's like Lion King. I remember watching. I always feel like I watched Lion King in the cinema. It's like no, mate. I wasn't even born when Lion King was made.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Lion King was made like in the mid-90s. We weren't even born yet.
Ew.
But it's so vivid in my mind that I've seen it like live.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dude, this guy would have must have been like 18 when he was in Twilight. Respect.
Who? Robert
Pattinson.
No, that means Taylor Lautner must have been like 13.
He would have been young.
14.
I think he was like a Disney star as well, though.
14 years old.
There's a lot of photos of him shirtless when he's a kid on the internet, so I hope he was a Disney star, or else there's some weird shit going on. Or else someone, there needs to be a reason someone was taking shirtless photos of him as a teenager. Like,
no, that's like the Emily Ratajkowski one. That one's weird as well. When she was like, I think it was like 15 or something. Some director was like, "Oh yeah, take your clothes off, and I need to take pictures of you in your lingerie."
Which was 15.
Yeah, like she was like 15. Maybe 14.
Are you sure?
No, I swear to God, 100%. She said this. Like she was.
And these on the internet?
I don't think there's images.
Why are they on the internet?
She talked about like stories of like how like they were like they try to like sexualize her as like an 18-year-old. Even though she was like 14. No, when she was 14, like they tried to make her look like an 18-year-old. Sort of like.
Was she sure he was an actual director?
Well, look, I don't know. Hollywood moves a bit. Hollywood moves a bit mad, you know. They're moving mysterious ways. Hollywood.
I did not. That's weird. I did not know that. I did not know.
Do you think when you go out?
Can you imagine being being a photographer and doing that? Like, wouldn't anything flash by your mind? Like, wouldn't you be like, nah, legally, I don't want to do this?
But you know what? You're probably desensitized because, like, just logically, especially if you're in that scene, you're probably taking pictures of just like hundreds of hot chicks. Realistically, there's so many hot chicks. Just pictures.
How do you
pictures,
get
pictures.
into that in the first place? How do you become like a hot chick photographer? Like, how do you just in high school? You're like, I'm just like taking photos, and I take good photos of girls, and then and then all of a sudden you're there like telling models to get naked. Like what? Like it's kind of a weird person, right?
Well, there was that weird. What's his name? It was like that famous one with like he looks like a pedophile. I forgot what his name is, but he's a very famous photographer, and he would always take like the pictures for like the Supreme shirts and stuff like that, where it's like models were like basically just showing their tits and stuff. And he looked real creepy.
What's his name?
Actually, type in Kate Upton cat daddy video. I know it sounds mad what I'm saying right now, but if you know, you know. Type in Kate Upton cat daddy, and the guy's there. He looks like a pedophile.
He's in there.
He's in the video.
Is his name Terry Richardson?
Yes, that's it. Terry Richardson. He's world famous. He's world famous.
Well, the headlines on him aren't great.
Well, yeah, because he got caught.
Whoa, he looks. You know what? He looks like a guy playing a pedophile.
That's what I mean. But he's like a famous photographer that took all the baddies. All the baddies. I think what
the hell?
He's a bit of a interesting cat.
Yeah, dude. Like, how did he get into that position? Whoa, Kate Upton in her prime. That's something.
She fell off massively, Kate Upton.
Yeah, but again, I think she's one of those ones where I think she's just like married to some baseball player.
Dude, Terry Richardson, since 2001, he's been accused of sexual misconduct by multiple models. 2001.
How's he still working?
And then in 2017, that brand started to distance themselves with him. 16 years later, they're like, oh, you know what? I think we've had enough. And he hasn't been working actively since 2018.
What a mess.
He's like the white R. Kelly.
Yeah, and it made, dude, having like a white R. Kelly, it's such a like a white thing for him to be like a photographer. Like, of course, he's just like there. Like, he's not like the creative genius behind or anything. He's just there.
Yeah, no,
he got the cameras.
Yeah, he had it, and his style was like very like guerrilla, like just like homemade, which sounds even weirder, but you know what I mean? Like,
that's probably even.
It wasn't like a perfect background. It was just like, yeah, just take a photo, look how you look with your tits.
I wonder what it's like. Like, he's got two wives there. Like, being married to someone who just like makes girls get their clothes off to take photos. You must be like, this is weird. This is definitely weird.
That or you get married to someone that's in the industry.
Yeah, but even still, it's like people who like married to like gynecologist, like a girl like being married to like a gynecologist as a woman. You're like, this is
really
interesting. Like, nah, just be a bit weird, I reckon.
No, surely gynecologists.
Dude, if you married a girl who just looked at
dongs
all day, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you were married to a girl who just looked at dongs all day, in some regard, you'd be like, this is weird.
Yeah, but that's any profession. Like, that's like basically every personal trainer ever.
I don't know if personal trainers are that.
Come on, boss. If my wife was a personal trainer and I rocked up to this, we'd probably go to the same gym. I rock up, do my workout, and I see the client is just like some NRL player just shredded. I don't know. Imagine it was like Kalen Ponga. That's her client. I'm like, all right, what's going on here?
Yeah, but that's different. He's not naked. I understand the
I guess what you mean, but yeah, but like but the gynecology calls like,
and like theoretically there shouldn't be anything going on, like theoretically.
But yeah, but same as gynecology.
Yeah, but it's there, you know. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're getting turned on, man. No one's getting turned on by that.
All right, back to the original point. The photographer who takes photos and the models, that's at least weird.
That's a bit mad. It is a bit mad. But again, I think you just have to get married to someone within. At least that's like understandable.
Like another photographer.
Yeah, just within the industry. Because imagine, yeah, if my wife was like a primary school teacher and I was shooting like music video. Imagine like you're the guy that shoots music videos for like Migos or DJ Khaled, and it's just thoughts everywhere.
You probably have to marry one of the vixens.
Yeah, so that's my job. I know you.
I think those guys always have like some kind of like model wife or girlfriend because like they're just around so many of them that like one of them will stick.
That was always the rumor with Snoop Dogg. Let me double check. I think he might be still married to his
What?
like very because he's still married. Let me check. But I'm pretty sure he was like married to his first wife for like 25 years, like for eight, like when they met when they were like 18.
Yeah.
And there was always the rumors like, bro, Snoop Dogg, surely not. Yeah, see, he's been with his wife since 1997. You're telling me Snoop Dogg has not sniffed around, much like his name suggests.
Like, I mean, I don't know. He could just be a nice fella. He seems like a nice fella. How many wives has Snoop Dogg had?
That's what I mean. Everyone thinks like he's just been like promiscuous.
What? Why do people think that?
Well, he did get
Because he's,
divorced.
like,
He did get
famous?
divorced once, and he got remarried to her. Divorced for 4 years, and then they got remarried in 2008.
Oh, geez. So there's 4 years.
Yeah, those 4 years.
Lucky you didn't get AIDS.
And the thing is that's Snoop Dogg prime. That is Snoop Dogg prime. Like drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, that's prime Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that probably would have been. That's not surprising.
Yeah. But then I don't know. Maybe she's great because obviously 4 years later, he's like, you know what? You are the one. I need to come back, which is actually quite commendable.
True. I was just saying on Terrell Suggs like that, dude. Terrell Suggs had this thing. I remember watching a 30 for 30 on Terrell Suggs. That man's a bit of a mess.
I realize if you have a 30 for 30, you must be a mess. There's no other reason why.
Yeah, they don't make 30 for 30s on like, you need to have some kind of like
you're gonna be
issue.
shitty.
Yeah, so I think they got divorced and then pretty much I think he was being a mess. And then he was just like, oh, I got to go back. Like this actually sucks. And then he got remarried to her.
But that's humble. That's humble.
I mean, he's also not a very good looking man. So like, he had a lot of options. But that's why they used to call him unhandsome. He was like good, obviously. And like on the shit talking, like the trash talk.
Wait, which one's his wife? I can't tell which one his wife is. His wife looks different. Dude, his wife looks different in every photo. Yeah,
that's why I think, I think that might have been what the 30 for 30 was referring to.
Like, dude, like she just got darker, like out of nowhere, I guess.
It might not be.
But she looks completely different, like every single time.
Yeah, it might be a different girl.
No, what's going on here? Well, he's not an ugly guy. He just looks like a meathead.
Yeah, see, Terrell Suggs visually didn't really have a lot going for him. Lost his hair. Not a great facial structure. Yeah, like real.
But look, if you're an athlete, that's what I mean. If you're an athlete,
yeah.
But dude, like how we were talking about Taylor Lautner earlier, you have to get into your prime. That's your prime.
Yeah, like no matter what, I'm sure Terrell Suggs is pulling. But that was what they used to say.
But do you think so though? Actually, like in grand scale, do you think so? Out of everyone in the 53-man roster, what is his position in pulling?
Well, because he was one of the stud players.
Sure. No. He might be the number one player. Blah 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 blah. Out of the 53-man roster, David, where are you ranking him in the power rankings for hooking up with chicks on a night out?
I mean, I'm sure in his day he was a handsome guy.
Yeah, I'm looking for a numerical figure here, mate. I'm not looking
decent. I think decent for an NFL
top 50%.
Player.
Is he top 50%?
Probs, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the team looks like.
Yeah, dude, it's not that bad. Like, look, did he have a rude head? Yeah, he had a really rude head. But he was jacked. He had money. He's tall fella. He's got some stuff going on.
Let me see what his bag was saying. Is it Terrell Suggs' bag was
big?
Was
yeah,
decent?
Big bag. We're talking big bag.
Terrell Suggs money. He signed 2-year, $10 million contract plus a $4 million signing bonus. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was a gun, Terrell Suggs. He would have made money.
What is that? Let's see. God, he played for ages. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he played for the Chiefs at the end.
Yeah, 2019. Average salary $5 million, and he played for how long?
So he would have done well. And he was playing in Baltimore. You know, he was one of the best players in Baltimore. Baltimore, there's notoriously not much to do.
Yeah, he signed a 6 year, $63 million deal like back in the day. So yeah, he would at least probably might have like 100
Dude,
mil.
back then as well. No money. That would have been a lot of money.
Yeah,
back
but then again, I saw that documentary. Again, another 30 for 30. And they lose all their money very quickly.
I think really.
I don't know
How easy does 5 million before tax a year spend itself? Actually, pretty quick.
So think about like if I was an NFL player and probably even me, if I just signed like a
dude, I would have been splashing the cash.
But if my company's like, all right, we're promoting and we're gonna give you a $4 million signing on bonus, that $4 million will be gone within that year.
100%.
Like investments, but like that's what I mean. It'll be like buy a house, buy a car, buy something for my parents. That's already $4 million there.
Yeah, it would be gone. But then, like I was thinking today, like that, like if you did get that 4 million bonus and then you were earning like 250K a year, only 250. So that 4 million bonus, 2 mil after tax, you buy yourself like a home, buy something for your parents, blah, 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 blah. Bro, if you're getting 250K after that as well, with all that shit paid off, dude, you are 100% making it rain. You are 100%. Like, I would 100, dude, I'm an accountant. I would be going to the strip club making it rain. I'd be going to the clubs making it rain. Dude, if I got 250, I would be spending money like it's going out of fashion. Like, it does. Everyone always says, oh, I can't believe they go broke. It's like, bro, you give any under 30-year-old like crazy money, it will spend itself.
Dude,
that's why I don't understand football players, European football players.
I've just gotten consistent money. And I'm like, let's roll. You know? Shout out to Transcending Organics, mate. That Bunsen works.
100%, mate. We can get, Korean fried chicken instead of KFC now.
I know. We've leveled up. We can actually enjoy our taste buds.
100%. We can actually we still sweat when the bill comes, but that's all right.
Yeah.
But I don't get it is a problem in American sports, but in European sports, like football, like Pedri's 18 has I don't know what his salary is, but it's not small. I can guarantee that. Gavi's 17.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're
Ousmane Dembele, how are these guys not going broke either?
But do they get paid at 13 when they're in the academy or not?
Yeah, they get money.
That's what I mean. Think about your 13-year-old, mate. Let's say you make $1,000 a week as a 13-year-old. $1,000 a week as a 13-year-old.
$1,000 a week. I'm Xavi Simons. I can get with Xavi Simons. He moved from the Barcelona academy to PSG.
Yeah, dude, Xavi Simons, 18 years old. Is that guy not moving mad in Paris right now as we speak? Of course he is.
When he was 16.
And he looks stylish as well.
Yeah.
He's got a swaggy look about him.
He actually doesn't, though. When you watch him on the field, he doesn't look very confident.
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's 17, 18 years old playing with the big dogs. What to expect?
Yeah, Pedri looks pretty confident.
Yeah, but he's the big dog. That's the sad thing about Barcelona at the moment. He's the big dog.
True. Well, I mean, he's also
he's a
top 5 midfielder in the world.
Yeah, it's freak.
Xavi Simons, when he was 16, signed a 3-year deal with PSG for €1 million a year, €1 million a year when he was 16.
Dude,
he was 16.
That's disgusting, dude.
I'd love to know what his contract was. What was Jadon Sancho's contract
at Man City? Yeah,
when he was a kid, because
they
had a good goal as well.
Man City.
Too bad he did.
You had the team's ass, but is what it is.
Yeah. So when he was at Man City, I want to see. So, but I want to know what he was, because he left Watford when he was very young to go to City, and he got stolen basically by City. And I would love to know, he would have been how old at that stage? Maybe 12. I'd love to know how much he was on at that point. I don't think I can see.
12 years old, Jesus.
But I know some of the players make bank, like Conor Gallagher. He would have even when a couple of years ago, he would have been making bank.
He's always been a prodigy.
Yeah, these guys make Pedri wouldn't have been making much money at Mallorca or Mallorca. I think he's from.
This is what I'm trying to get. Okay,
here you reckon that teenage money helps?
Here we go. Erling Haaland, when he was in Norway playing for that Norwegian team, Molde, which I think isn't that the one that Ollie coached or something?
Was the coach of, yeah.
Apparently, he was making £60 a week.
Oh, £60 a week. That's nothing.
Yeah. And then when he moved to Red Bull,
well, what's the point of paying him if you're just going to pay him £60? What's the point of £60 a week?
That's what I'm saying. When he moved,
how old was he at that time?
Well, before he moved to Red Bull.
So when he was at Molde playing professional football, he was getting £60 a week.
He said he was reported to be earning just £60 every week when starting his ride to prominence at Molde. and then he went to $20,000 a week at Red Bull Salzburg. That's it.
That's
Well, I mean,
20
not that's it, but you know what I mean. Like, we're talking about
20,000 a week's huge, mate.
Yeah, I know now, but think about 20,000 a week for what he is now, and think about like someone like Guendouzi or something probably at Arsenal was making like 80K, but it's Arsenal.
Yeah, but like Guendouzi was playing professional, like.
But he came for the second league of
different.
France when he signed from Arsenal. Well, signed to Arsenal,
True.
I believe. And then he started bragging about how much money he made.
£60 a week? What's the point of even paying him?
Yeah, but if I was getting paid $100 a week just to play rugby, I'd be happy with that.
It just seems weird. I thought he could ask for more.
Think about it. If someone paid me $100 to play rugby, I don't know. Maybe
but I have friends who play semi-pro football and get paid $25K a year. Like £60. What's the point of £60?
He's a kid, mate. He's just trying to graft, which is weird as well because his dad was like obviously pro in the Prem and stuff.
Yeah, that's why it's weird to me. This is a professional football team playing in the first league of Norwegian football. They've had like. Well, I don't know what's going on. It seems so odd. How old was he at the time?
I don't know. It says during his rise. I don't know how long he was there.
Surely he wouldn't have been getting paid $60 because paying professional football. That was in 2018. He was there.
So he was like what, 18?
Yeah, they must have been paying him more than £60 a week. Do 12-year-olds in the Chelsea Academy get paid £100 a week?
Yeah, but we're talking about Norway and Molde.
I know.
Are they even Europa League?
It must have just been like he must have been playing for free, dude. He must have just been playing for like experience, and they were like, we have to pay him something. Let's just pay him the minimum. They had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the coach back.
You know what? Actually, the biggest player would be if you're clued on as a 15-year-old, which both of us probably weren't. You would ask for like the percentage of the sell on, 100%. If you knew you were that good.
You asked for the percentage of your own sell on. I don't think they do that, dude.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, bro, I'm getting paid £60. Like, yeah, I'll cop £60, but when you sell me for 60 million euros or whatever to Salzburg, you give me 10% of that. 6 million.
You know the better option, and the option that Erling Haaland took, I think. You go, I'm gonna be a star. You pay me little now. I play basically for free. And we agree that you agree to sell me for a reasonable offer, that you don't hold out. You don't provide any resistance to let me go to a bigger team.
We saw what that happened to Tottenham, boss. Is that really the tactic?
What do you mean?
Isn't that what Harry Kane signed?
Yeah, but Harry Kane was the best striker in the world. And but
that's what I was saying. He said if there's an offer from a big team that wants me and then they're competitive, you sell me in good faith. And then Levy's like, whoops. Oh, it's like whoops.
There's a big difference between making that. There's a big difference between making that thing when you're like 26 in the prime of your career and when you're 15 and just making your way up and your dad is one of the greatest football players of the country.
If I was Salzburg, I would be milking him on $20,000 a week. I would have just kept it. Like, we probably would sign like a 4-year deal. It's too bad, mate. You're here for 4 years. Have fun.
I think they had a clause.
Or 3 years. Or here, have 3 years.
That's what he had a good agent. He had Minareola who put a release clause in his contract. So that's why Dortmund don't have a choice to sell him. Because there is a clause that says if a bid of 75 million comes in, no matter what, you have to sell, or else the contract is void.
Yeah.
That's why Dortmund are fucked, because they have no. That's why he was like, who wants? I think Manchester United wanted him, but they didn't go there because they were like, no, we're going to develop him and then probably fucking bounce to Barcelona or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or City.
Oh, you mean when he left Salzburg?
Yeah, and then they were like, well, no, we want to keep him, and he was like, all right, who wants to put a release clause in? And Dortmund were like, we'll put a release clause in, and that's why he went there.
Fair enough.
Birmingham.
I mean, it's still good business for Dortmund either way. They're still making money off him.
And Salzburg.
Yeah, they probably have like some sell.
They probably made some money off him. Yeah,
like some little 5% or something.
Okay, so Jude Bellingham. What the fuck is this water coming from? Jude Bellingham makes 1.3 million euros a year at Dortmund.
What was he making at Birmingham City?
Not a lot. That's what I'm trying to find.
That's what you're gonna look for.
Where's this water splashing everywhere from somewhere?
Actually, let me just show how much EPL Academy players make.
I think Chelsea's academy pays a lot of money. That's how they balance the books. They have an insane academy.
Yeah, well, yeah, their academy's elite. That's why you always poach their players when you start your career mode. Livramento, boom, poached. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, poached. What's the other guy? Billy Gilmore, poached. Come play for Derby in League One with me.
How much? $2 million money getting? He does not get that much money. But then again, they bought him when he was
just
17.
1.3 million a year, mate.
Yeah, but he's Dortmund's best player now, apart from Erling Haaland.
Okay, here we go. What is it? See, Raheem Sterling after 2 games was making 30K a week.
But 2 Premier League games.
Yeah, 2 Premier League games. When he was 17, though, he was making 30K a week.
Yeah, but he was playing Premier League. Like, that's understandable. They probably should. But they
upgraded him after 2 games, so he was probably on like kiddies.
Yeah, because they probably had to.
Okay, here we go. Okay, scholar weight 4 to 7K per season. What the hell is that? Oh, so okay, the scholarship, they give you a scholarship for 7K a season. Let's say, if you're like a scholarship player or some shit. And then once you turn 17, that's when they can offer you the big money.
Yeah, there's probably some restriction on it. And by big money, what do we mean?
Not that much. Not that much at all. £300 to 1.5K pounds per week. So if you're like, I don't, who's like an account?
What's Scholarway? What is Scholarway? What league are they in?
No, that's like the scholarships. If you're going to school, you're still going to school. So So if I play like for Crystal Palace and I'm 15, I go to school and they give me a 7K scholarship payment so that I stay with them. And then when you turn 17, that's when they try and get you.
Well, what's stopping you from just moving to a different academy then at that age?
Well, you can. Probably.
For real?
I'm pretty sure before 17, it's like really fluid. Like people just move around. You'd be surprised. I think people just move around.
I don't know about that one. But back to the original point, you were saying you think that teenage money helps with them not go broke?
Well, yeah, because they're exposed to money earlier. That's just my theory.
True.
And
take a lot of it.
And they've got 100%. And they've got like I don't know, there's like a bit more professional because you can make the same argument for like child actors, but child actors you get too much fame too early. If you're like a Adama Traore at like Barcelona, you like had a humble career. You're probably making money when you're in like the youth academy. You got the pay rise and play professional, but you're still sort of under the radar. But like at 16, when you're making money, you've learned how to sort of manage. You know, I feel like you've just been able to learn how to manage it earlier because I don't know, it just seems more humble that way.
Yeah, but I mean, we were making money when we were kids, and then if someone had handed us like $2 million a year when we were 18, we wouldn't have spent it well.
God, yeah, I probably wouldn't have done anything for a long time. Like literally just nothing.
Just spend it.
Give me $2 million at 18 years old, I would have just done nothing. I would have tried to figure out a way to like make 60K a year, like with just passive stuff, like investments and stuff, and then just done nothing.
Yeah.
We'll just go around the world and get crumpets and stuff.
Nah, but like, dude, when you got the opportunity to earn even more, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm gonna earn even more. But then at a certain point,
it's a dirty game. That's when it gets dirty.
But that's why I don't like. I kind of understand like the players who like, get a certain amount of money and like a certain level, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here. Like an Anthony Martial, I kind of respect how he's just like, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not gonna try to get any better. I made money, but what is earning any more money?
So,
dude, I'm already earning a ton. What is being any better? I'm just going to play. Like, I kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, football is the abuse is real. Like, you have to perform because or else you get abused.
But I wonder what the contract situation is like. Is it like, like in soccer, is it like the NFL where it's cut 30 and you just get canceled and you have no money? Or is it like they have to pay you out like basketball, rugby league? Like,
I think football contracts are pretty ironclad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're like that so that teams have financial control over you. Geordie, mate, those bags around your eyes are looking a bit small these days. What's going on? You've been sleeping in a little?
No, look, I wish, but I think I've actually found a little bit of a gem. It's transcending organic CBD oil. Um, Mate, David, myself, we know what it's like to be elite athletes, and we know inflammation and pain relief is a must.
Mate, I know you, and I know that you've been having aches and pains for years, and a little bit of anxiety because you've been dominating on the park. It takes its toll.
Oh, dude, 100%. I've been battling, but let me tell you, things are looking up. The CBD oil has got me feeling less stressed. I'm sleeping better, and my body is ready to move weight around in the gym. I'm telling you, serious numbers. Eddie Hall, serious numbers. But look, not only does Robert Whitaker and I share being Aussie supreme athletes and really just the pinnacle of savages in life, but we also take transcending organic CBD oil.
Alrighty, bro. Well, if the listeners are thinking of trying some out, where can they get the hookup? Tell the people.
Well, look, just find the link in the description. Search Transcending Organics online. Find them on Instagram. They're literally everywhere. If you follow Robert Whitaker, you already know about them. The great thing about these guys as well, they have guaranteed shipping internationally. So I mean, look, what else? What more would you really need?
Well, if you say so, Transcending Organics, thank you for supporting us. Check them out in the description. And remember, unlike Geordie's amateur football career, and I mean very amateur, be responsible. Hey. Take care. No, mate. Very amateur.
Double
it
down.
depends. Like, I mean, when West Ham wanted to cut Declan Rice when he was 16.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, like, they would have been able to do that. Thank God they didn't for them, but.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm just trying to. Yeah. Just trying to think. Would you? You must have to pay them at some.
No. Apparently, it's a huge problem in England.
If you're Man United and you have Cavani, and you're like, we just don't want to pay your salary anymore. We're just going to cut you. Surely you have to pay out
the salary. Yeah, 100. You have to pay the whole salary out, mate.
Yeah.
Or you have to figure out.
I'm saying, but they don't have that in NFL. It's like only 50% of your money is guaranteed. So like, yeah, we'll pay you $5
million. Depends how your contract is structured, but yeah.
Yeah, but rarely is it guaranteed. Even Patrick Mahomes doesn't have a guaranteed contract.
Bro, Patrick Mahomes, that guy's got bigger problems than the guaranteed of his contract.
Yeah.
That guy's brother's wilding right now.
Again.
Even more so.
Again.
Yeah, well, apparently apparently Patrick Mahomes' stories, he had his bachelor party. He didn't invite his brother, and now his brother's gone and sulked about it. And now just like all it's like all their family shit is just out in the open now.
I did not even know about this. That is a bit weird though, I'll be honest.
Dude, his brother must be the worst person of all time. We've spoken about this so many times. Like,
geez, some of these captions are a bit mad.
From his brother?
No, just him. In the end, the only person you can count on is yourself. Shut up.
Patrick Mahomes?
No, he said that. Like, he posted a photo and that's
Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, dude, the guy's a weirdo. Like, the guy's an absolute, the guy's a shithead. Like, why would you?
Oh, no, he's got a photo. No, he's got a photo 6 days later with his brother. Looks humble. It looks humble.
I hope so. I'm just saying, like, his brother doesn't need this. I'm surprised that, like, people in Kansas City aren't, like, I don't know, like, it just seems, as like Canelo said, like, if you're a sibling of a famous person, the best thing you can do is just to be absent.
But I would be upset though if you didn't get invited. Like, if you're a sibling and you didn't get invited, considering how close they are.
Yeah, but that's because you hadn't spent the last season sabotaging your brother's career.
I guess. But someone's got to keep his wife company when he's out with the lads.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes gets on it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think NFL players really get on. I think they're professionals.
No, that's an absolute NFL players 100%.
No. I honestly feel like they're more professional. I think they're the most professional league.
I think that's because out of necessity. I think like if you're an NBA player, like if you're like a small forward, if you're like the 7th man or the 6th man or even like a 4th or 5th man on an NBA team and you're young, and it's like, should I go back and study the film? I just go to the strip club. It's like, I'm on a guaranteed like $25 million 4-year contract. Like I can shoot threes and I'm decent on defense. No matter what, I'm going to find a job. I'm not going to be the best player ever. So I may as well just enjoy my life and be in this league. They can go to the strip club.
Yeah.
But an NFL player, like the equivalent in the NFL, like the 4th wide receiver. So like if you play like a normal formation, you're probably on the bench, or if like you're the third or fourth wide receiver, it's like, do I go back and revise the plays? Yes, because if I don't, I'm going to get cut and I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So maybe out of
Yeah.
necessity.
And I was just thinking the structure as well, because it's like they're basically like us. We're basically NFL players. You go, you put in your shift from Monday to Friday. You might have a event on the Saturday, and then you recover on the Sunday. That's what they're doing, but that's like the whole week. Is like they play a game, and you're getting beat up. It's like the last thing you want to do is like party more and put your body into more trauma.
And they do, and they're not using drugs either, because they have huge drug like restrictions in the NFL. So
really, like,
but I'm sure.
Yeah.
Dude. Up until recently, I think they only just got rid of the weed things. Like, no, they haven't. They got rid of all the COVID things.
Who was the wide receiver for the Browns?
Josh Gordon.
Yes, he's the one that.
Dude, that guy's a mess.
shafted.
He would get reinstated and then like get banned like a week later.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but he was good.
He was good.
But I don't know.
Flash.
Like, I do think NFL players get out. Like, you telling me Jalen Ramsey doesn't get after it?
I honestly don't think so.
Dude, NFL players got like 3 baby
especially
mamas.
the quarterbacks, they don't.
Nah, the quarterbacks don't. Yeah, they're like nerds, full nerds.
Like, I'm just trying to think. Like, obviously Odell gets after it. We already know that. But someone like Von Miller, I don't think Von Miller went after it. I think he kept it humble.
Like, Von Miller 100% liked to have a booze.
Yeah, but he's not like James Harden. Like jersey.
Oh yeah, you can't be James Harden, but you can't even be James Harden in like the NRL.
You can't even be like Kelly Oubre. There's no Kelly Oubres out there. You know, Kelly Oubre is getting after it every weekend, every day,
Kyle Kuzma.
There's none of those guys. Like the guys that are not good, but they're famous because they get after it. There's no one famous that gets after it except for OBJ, and he doesn't really get after it. He's just like swaggy.
Gronk.
Yeah, but not during the season though. It's postseason.
Yeah, exactly. So, but off season, you reckon NFL players? NFL players definitely.
Off season.
Off season. Oh
mate?
yeah.
Are you dumb? Off season, it's if your guy that's in a relationship with a girl in Florida, I think you need to like plan ahead and be like, look, it's not going to work out between us. And she's like, why? You know, it seems everything's going good. It's like, I just know once February finishes, it's game over for me. So
in LA.
In LA, peace out. Especially because like that's when the NBA players start getting serious because it's closer to playoffs. That's when the NFL players slip in.
True. I do agree with you though on the whole fatigue thing. Like, I do. If you get out on the piss after like a physical game of NFL, like football or like rugby, you really like getting on the piss.
Yeah,
you must really enjoy it.
Yeah, like when I used to play rugby last year, it was like it was always like go to the pub and have a piss up. I just couldn't it would get to like 11 o'clock. I'm like, man, I am knackered, bro. I am so knackered. Like, I just want to go home now. I'm tired. And like there'll be the other lads soft. Yeah, you get called soft because there's absolute sesh gremlins there.
Yeah, but you're soft. That's why.
So we're calling people soft. So did I not put on? Was I not like Kobe Bryant in his last game on Saturday where he just performed and he just kept shooting and shooting?
I don't know
performing. Was I AI in game 1 of the 2000
Educate
finals?
me. What did you do on Saturday after?
I just put on a performance.
I would have gone with you guys if you guys hadn't fucking hit in the McDonald's.
No,
I got shafted the McDonald's.
Did you just leave? I don't even think. Did we say bye?
Yeah, I was sitting outside with 2 guys who were pretty keen to go home, and then like I was basically told that nothing was happening, and I was
yeah.
And I got shafted at the McDonald's. Fuck that McDonald's.
Why? What happened?
I bought a toasty and wasn't toasted at all.
Oh yeah.
And then I went to go and ask it again, and then some girls like, don't even try. I just asked her to put it in again, and she put it in for like a second and gave it to me back. I was just like, fuck this shit.
But that's what you should expect because you're getting like the most obscure item from McDonald's.
I know, but a toasty would be so good after a session.
Yeah, but it's like, I
should have just got the nugs with you and accepted that my asshole was going to burn the next day.
Yeah. 100.
So what did you guys do after the Macca's? You went to the...
After Macca's, everyone went home and I was just hanging out with the lad, Sheldon, who's obviously been on the podcast. We used to live with him. Just hanged out, went on the tram towards Town Hall. 2 lovely ladies on there. I think if we had our bearings about ourselves, I think things could have happened, but we had no bearings. We'll definitely...
What, you just met these girls on the platform?
Yeah, no, we're on the tram and they're like, mate, it was vibey. It was very vibey. And like they were sort of hinting at further stuff, but we were just like, we had an eye set on where I'll tell you we eventually went. We had an eye set going there. And we're just like, oh, they're like, oh, where do you live? We're like, oh yeah, we live like, or our friend's like, oh, I'm actually a tourist. I'm not from around here.
Oh, that is a great play.
Like, oh, so I'm not around here. I'm actually only here for 2 weeks for a mate's wedding, and I'm just here just going, you fucking piece of shit. You would be using that call. And then no, they were just going like, oh, like, yeah, oh, like, oh, where do you live? I'm like, oh, we actually live really close by. We live in on Liverpool Street at the Marathon. I'm like, oh, that's pretty close. And they're like, yeah, it's really close. And they just kept alluding to how close their place was. And look, maybe I'm reading too much into it. I was off my head. We were drinking all day. From like 3. But basically, when we got into the train,
I believe, yeah, it was probably, yeah, that sounds very reasonable at that hour as well.
That hour as well.
But you guys had your heart set on the next.
Yeah, so yeah, we left and then we had to walk to King's Cross. And if no one's familiar with King's Cross,
from Town Hall
to King's Cross, yeah.
I'm so upset I missed that walk. I love a drunk walk with friends.
It was more than drunk, but you can obviously read into that as if you want. It was more than.
I wish I'd stayed.
But yeah, we walked up. Yeah, we were just walking up there, and yeah, like I said, if you don't know about King's Cross, there's only 2 reasons you go to King's Cross. It's because you live in King's Cross, or you're going to the strip club, and we went to a gentleman's club.
So you walked all the way to show the girls.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's like 20-25 minutes. It's not the worst, but and it was.
I know the walk. I've done the walk.
Yeah, we've all done the walk on multiple occasions, to be fair. But what was I saying? Yeah, the walk's not that bad because like we were intoxicated, so it was actually more funny. It was just like a funny walk, but like we would stop and be like, "Oh my god, are we actually gonna do this? I'm so tired right now." And then we'll be like, "We have to do it," and we just kept chugging along.
So you walked, you got some cash out at like a servo?
No, I didn't get any cash out. We tried to. They're like, "Oh, we don't do cash out." I'm like, "What is this?"
What?
Every convenience store, every place we went to was like, oh, we don't do cash out. I'm like, come on, man. I'm just trying to get my fives. I'm here for business and business.
So what happened? So you went in there with no cash?
Yeah, we didn't even. Well,
was there a long line? It was Mardi Gras.
No, dude, there was no one. We just walked up and they're just like checked ID. I'm like, cool. They're like, oh, did you guys go out? And I'm like, yeah, we definitely went out. And like, cool.
Yeah, dude, what a dumb question.
No.
We just wake up at 2 a.m. to go to the strip club.
It's 2:30 a.m. and we obviously look blind as hell. Did you guys go out? No, we didn't. We've actually just come here to go to the strip club. That's it. Sorry, that's my only prerogative for the day.
How is that? How is the strip club? Oh, dude, we can't catch a break with the security guys. But go on.
Yeah, and then we just went to the strip club and look.
Sat in the front row?
Nah, the front row was full. We sat sort of just like at like there's like a little bay just behind the front row.
That's kind of nice because you can chill and there's no pressure to.
No pressure. We had a drink, and yeah, we were just vibing. And
you didn't spend any money.
No, just spent money on the drinks and just enjoyed the show.
Fuck! I should have fucking come.
It was actually the drinks were cheaper than where every place we went to.
Oh my! It was cheap drinks. So angry.
Think about it, cheap drinks, free entry, and then entertainment nonetheless.
Dude, this is why if you haven't got anything planned the next day, you always stay out.
You always say it. That's what I already committed to a 3 a.m. session. I said I'm staying out to 3 a.m. If no one's gonna stay out, I'm still going.
It was 2 a.m. when I went home, which is relatively early, but
yeah. It's just so look. A lot of people got humbled on that night.
Nah, dude, I'm pissed, dude, because my concern was spending much money because I already spent a lot that night.
Oh yeah, I
having no way to get home because my phone was coming out of battery.
I had no phone on my battery. I had no.
How did you get home?
Oh, I crashed at Sheldon's place.
So you took an Uber to there,
where he took me home because after the strip club, I walked out and my life hit me all at once.
You like passed out?
I nearly passed out. I vomited a couple of times. And
how did you vomit?
So how did I vomit? It's when there's discharge coming out of my mouth forcibly. I did not.
How did you? So I didn't do it. Strip club and vomit.
Oh, I started getting claustrophobic in the strip club. Like it was just loud music and like everything's like pumping. And you know how I was saying that it wasn't just a drunk walk. You can figure it out yourself. I'm not going to tell a listener.
Oh, you guys got
so we're just we were just walking, and then I just had well, not walking. We're at the strip club, and then I was just like, dude, I am getting claustrophobic. I need to leave. I need to leave right now. And then we just left, and then I walked out, and then I found like an alleyway where people lived. I was next to a boat. I don't know if you have a boat in King's Cross, you must be pretty rich. And I just vomited right next to the guy's boat multiple times. And then just nearly passed out. And then we just went back to his place, and I just passed out in his bed. And it was like 4 a.m. And then I woke up at 10 a.m. and the session continued.
Really? Oh yeah, you guys went to the pub.
Yeah, session continued. Watched the UFC, and that's how you should do your weekends, boys. And ladies.
I wish I should have fucking.
Well, look, the wedding. I used last Saturday as a practice run to see where my limit was, and I think I know where my limit is. So at the wedding, I'm going to be peaking.
Yeah,
that's what I used it for. I figured out like I was good for pretty much 11 hours. We started at 3. No, we actually started at like 2 when we caught the train because we were drinking on the train like 12s. And then basically till 3 a.m. I was still drinking and going hard. So I was like, you know what? I can go hard. And now the wedding, I know how to pace myself. I know what I need. And then after the wedding.
I think last week was a good expedition in pacing ourselves.
Yeah, it was a good learning experience for Saturday. Because I'm going after it.
And yeah, it's going to be good fun. It's going to be a good time. Speaking of the
who knows, maybe look, I know you feel sad, and I feel like you got a bit of FOMO. There's always another Saturday around the corner. That's all I have to say.
Oh, the wedding's gonna be. But we don't want to end up at a strip club after the wedding, sure.
Suited and booted though, it'll actually look pretty.
No, because they're gonna try to rinse us.
100%. They'll know we have money when we have no money.
We don't.
Like, we have no money. We're just here we came from a wedding.
Actually, it'd be pretty fun. You probably get a lot of good service for nothing.
It would be, 100%. They'll be giving you complimentary.
Nah, dude, I got some spots signed up. If nothing goes down, we'll find a place to go.
Yeah, no, I can't go to a strip club. I need to find a wifey, let's say.
I'm sure the wedding will be like so tight because, dude, it's good from like 9 to like 12. Actually, what time do they kick us out?
I'm pretty sure he said that everyone needs to leave by 12.
Okay, but there'll be some place where like,
after 12, dude, everything's still open, surely.
What happens at weddings? Does everyone go somewhere or?
Well, this is the first wedding I've gone to where it's not family related.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll treat our friend as family, but you know what I mean? It's not like I'm going to watch my
your uncle, as a child.
Yeah, the child, yeah. Or they look at me as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the plan is.
I guess, we just got to make our own plans. The thing is that the issue is that because we live local, we sort of just can do whatever we want. Sometimes weddings might be like, I know one of my workmates had like a wedding in the country and it was also like all inclusive. Like once everything finished, there was like an after party because they're already there. Well, us is like we are the beholders of our own faith. You know, we can.
What do you do?
We can dictate what we want.
Where do you go? Like it's very formal. We got to pick a good place. We can't just go to like a standard nightclub.
Yeah, but we can though because we're young. We're 20. We're in our 20s. Like, what do you expect? We're not 35 getting married. It's like we're in our 20s.
True. No, as long as If
it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Out,
what are you guys doing? It's like, oh yeah, we watched our like 20-year-old mate get married, and now we're getting after it. Cool.
No, actually, fair enough. I know exactly the place. So
is this a frequent spot that you go to? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll probably be the. Honestly, I'm pissed off that we got kicked out of, and we fucking had to go at that security guard at whatever bar we were at.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because that would have been the perfect place to go. Because that seemed really easy to get into.
It was a good session spot. Yeah, it was actually a really good spot.
Do you reckon we can go back next week, or do you reckon the security guard will recognize us? That's always a question I have.
If it's the same guy, it wasn't that busy, so I think he would. The same group of guys, like, nah, the same group of guys the next weekend, 100% he'll remember.
But do you reckon he'll be like, you guys can't come in?
Well,
I don't think they can do that.
No, dude, we're suited and booted. I think the suit's the game changer here. If you see a guy walk into an establishment with a suit, it's like, we're here for business. We're not here to play around. We're here for business and business only.
But the guy might just be like, fuck these guys. They roasted the shit out of me.
Yeah, but it's like, they would rather kick us out after we've given them the money. That's why they kicked us out. We've already spent our money and they probably saw it's like a diminishing returns. Like we can keep them here longer, but they're not going to be spending more and more money. They've reached their peak.
Why did they kick us? They kicked us out. Just they kicked our buddy out knowing that we would all go.
No. What happened is basically I bought me and Sheldon. I bought him a drink. I got myself a drink, and then I'm walking back and I see you guys dancing and vibing. I'm like, all right, let's vibe. So I'm vibing, and then our mate Bailey just hits my drink out of my hand, and it's because it was like a glass. It wasn't like a cup with a glass. It just smashed all over the floor. And I was like, oh, you idiot. So I went back to the bar, got another drink for myself. You can figure out how much money I spent on this weekend. I just kept fucking buying myself more drinks and drinks. Got myself another drink. And then all I see is you on the DF. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? What happened? And then you said, oh, yeah, they kicked out Sheldon because he dropped his drink. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's a bit unlucky.
No, I said they kicked out Sheldon because you dropped his drink. You dropped your drink.
Well, they didn't know it was my drink because I didn't get kicked out, obviously.
So, but they kicked us out for dropping a drink. That's not why you kick someone out.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they'll kick us out. It's like we were bringing the energy. It wasn't busy at all either. So it's like
no, that's why it's a perfect place to go after something like a wedding because it's guaranteed you get in and it'll be good. You don't want to go to a place like the place that I was thinking of. It's just going to be sweaty, like 19-year-olds. It's going to be hard to get in. It's not the vibe.
Yeah.
The place that we got kicked out of.
You know what? You know what? We should actually. I think we should actually treat ourselves and go to like Surrey Hills or something.
But everything will be closed. And Surrey Hills, what are we going to do in Surrey Hills?
It's 12 o'clock, mate. It can't be.
Where are we going to go in Surrey Hills? We go to the Newtown Hotel.
Dude, mate, you talk about grimy 19-year-olds. That's literally what it is there.
Where else are we going to go that we're going to get in?
I don't know. We got to research. We're not used to this life where we're wearing suits and we're watching our mate get married. There must be places.
Oh, there's a place in Paddington I know that might be good.
What, the Paddo Inn?
I don't know what it's called. I'll ask someone. The point is, we don't need like a standard nightclub. That place we got kicked out of would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Is it worth the gamble?
We just need a good spot. Well, I mean, once we're there, the thing is, like, if we go there, we're like stuck there.
Exactly. Whereas if we just go to a place in Surrey Hills nearby,
that's what I mean. You sort of venture further and further into the city. I think.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We do that. Or.
That was so annoying though, but it was good, dude. That security guy was being a fucking like an idiot. Like he was trying to like grab our friend and shit. I was like,
I didn't even see. I didn't even see.
Our friend was being completely like he was not being aggressive at all, and the guy was like trying to grab him and like the guy was like being a parent whose like child had like taken something off the shelves at like a supermarket because he had another drink and he was like trying to grab our friend to then like isolate his hands to then snatch the drink off him. And I was like, brother, what are you doing? I was like, I think the guy was foreign. And I don't think he liked this, but I was like, dude, like, I don't think like security guards in this country aren't allowed to, you're not allowed to touch the person.
This country, mate, you can't touch us.
No, because the guy, I was like, dude, like, I don't know what you're doing, but like, I have friends who manage bars. Like, you're getting fired for this. Like, if you touch him, if you successfully, like, if the drink spills and drops because you were like a great, like, you're getting like, it's like illegal. Like, the place will like lose their RSA because you did this. Like, are you sure? I was like, dude, like, what are you doing? Because by then we were getting kicked out.
That's like I think the most like silver spoon conversation like negotiation I ever heard. Usually people go, "Oh, you fuck off your dog, fuck off your dog." You'd be like, "Hey, mate, if we're being serious right now, you might get fired, you might not have a job. So what you're doing right
dude,
now,
I was like,
you should stop, or else you're gonna make some grave consequences."
My friend had just told me about a fucked up story about how the security guard at a place that his girlfriend works at has to go on trial basically because a guy king hit him and then he beat the fuck out of him. But
that happened at a place like that my sister worked at as well.
Yeah, no matter what happens to a security guard, you are not allowed to touch the person. It's like a thing. It's kind of fucked up because
they really have no rule. Like
you have no rights. And I was trying to tell the security guard, you have no rights. I was like, you are a security guard. You have no rights.
I mean, that's a bit mad because he's like, if he's ethnic, you're like, mate, you have no rights. I think.
No, I didn't say the thing about the country, but I was legitimately like, dude, I don't know what you're doing, but like security guards are not like, you're not supposed to be doing this because I had already tried to talk this guy down and he wasn't being helpful. He clearly didn't know what he was doing. Like he clearly trying to snatch the drink of our friend. Our friend kept like maneuvering the drink away. And I was like, what are you doing? Like an experienced security guard would just be like, you can finish your drink, but right at the door. But instead it was like in some corner. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, brother, like this guy is clearly not drunk. Like what, like, give it like why is he actually getting kicked out? And the guy like wouldn't give me an answer. And then he started trying to grab the drink, and I was like, mate, you're not actually supposed to be doing that. Like, what are you doing here? At this point, I was like, I was convinced he wasn't even getting kicked out. I was like, maybe this is so weird that he's not even kicking him out. Like, I've never witnessed this before. Like, what is this guy? He was grabbing at the drink like a fucking a grandparent at the supermarket trying to take the toy. I was like, what are you doing, bud? I was like, if you're gonna kick a guy out, this is like the Islander security guards. When they want to kick someone out, they go, "You've had enough. You've had enough tonight, sir." And then you go, "What?" And you go, "Not tonight, mate." They put the hand around the shoulder.
And you feel that you feel like the calluses on your arms because they've been working out all day.
Dude, and they're nice about it. They're like, just come with me for a second. And then they get to the door, you go, I'm sorry, mate, but tonight's over, mate. And you're like, fuck, I guess I'm out. This guy, like,
you say that because you know you're gonna get beat up. You know, because they're massive.
This was a big guy. He could have beaten us up. Which made it even funnier that he was so stupid. and then as we kicked him out, our friend like shook his hand, was like, thanks for being the hero tonight, mate. And we all started yelling at him, calling him a hero. Probably didn't help.
Well, no, we're definitely not going to get in because of that.
Oh, that's why, yeah.
And then after, when you guys were smoking cigars near the harbor, me and him, we just started lining up again to go back in. We just lined up. Yeah,
one of the security guards was awesome. He was
one of the guys, he was fine. Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, go in, and the other guy's like, oh no, I've already kicked him out. I'm like, wait, you got kicked out? And then Sean was like, no, I don't remember getting kicked out. And he's like, no, I definitely remember you kicking out you and all your mates. And I was like, was I there? And he goes, no, I didn't see you. And I was like, well, he's been with me the whole time, so I don't see how he got kicked out without me getting kicked out. And he's like, yeah, but we already kicked him out. I was like, oh look,
the guy was a fuckwit. He was a fuckwit.
Yeah, that's why I put my hand on my head. Look, you're the boss here. We're just trying to give you money. So
I think he genuinely didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah,
like when he was grabbing the drink, I was like, I honestly said, I was like, sir, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, for your sake.
There's only two reasons you should get kicked out. It's like, it's either, or maybe three reasons. One, you're harassing someone, like a male to female, female to male, or male to male, female to female, whatever. You're harassing someone, like I guess sexually, you're fighting, or you're vomiting. If you're not doing those three things, play on for everyone. Play on.
Yeah. What's your view on like trying to get out of getting kicked out though? Because we had already got out of getting kicked out of one place because the security guard really was being stupid. He tried to kick me out and it was like completely unjustified. And like even the waitress was like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Oh, but like, yeah.
Because at a certain point, it's like we were being completely reasonable to that security guard who kicked us out eventually.
Well, it didn't help that one of our mates was opposite him vomiting next to the harbor.
No. I'm talking about when we got kicked out at the end.
Yeah.
We were being completely reasonable. Like we were being polite. Like even at the end when we were like, dude, like what is going on? Can you at least explain to us? Like we weren't like threatening or anything. As far as like customers for security guards go, we were fine. Like I even gave him job advice. I was like, brother, don't grab that glass because if he drops it, you're fired.
I would be so pissed off if you were talking to me like that as a security guard. But I want to punch this guy's face in.
Well, guess what? He can't, you know? I was like, mate, he would have been in so much trouble if he had hit me. Not least of all because we had 10 guys who would have lit him up.
Yeah, would have lit him up. Trust me, daddy.
Yeah, security guards, what? Big security guard sucker punching a dude whilst like grabbing his friend to take his drink out of his hand. Like that's great look. But because, you know, when it gets to that point, when the security guard's being a dick and he's clearly not negotiating, I think the best option is really just to shut up and admit defeat. That way that you can go back another week. But like there are guys like when we were at that other bar, when the guy was trying to kick us out, and I was just like, no, mate, I'm not leaving. And we stayed because the waitress stepped in and was like, they're not leaving.
Yeah. Like, I don't think any of us got to the point where it's like but then again, I don't know. Cause like I saw a video of myself at the driving range. And I was like, oh, I was pretty good at the driving. I didn't really feel that buzz. And then there's this video of me like talking shit so loud on the driving range. And I'm like, bro, watch me. I'm a pro. I can hit this.
Oh, yeah. The driving range was our worst behavior by far. If we should have got kicked out somewhere, it was a driving range.
Yeah, 100%.
But at that both places, we were very polite. I think we're quite a happy crew.
That's the thing. We're jolly. We're not like
we're very jolly.
We're not arrogant.
Makes
We're just
so
here to have a good time.
Kicked out.
Yeah, we're just here to have a fun time. We're not like trying to like you know, try and beat up someone or like try and like
no.
Hey bro, so I was talking to her. That's actually my chick. Like, cool, have fun. I don't care.
We're like the worst guys to kick out because we're fun and we don't get. And I was just like, that's why it infuriates me when something like that happens.
Yeah, because that I do get that because you're like, mate, if you're kicking us out,
You got the wrong guy, bro.
I'm like, imagine the people in there. Trust me, we're like the easiest ones. Like, it's like we're doing no damage in here. Trust me.
Yeah, it was weird.
We're bringing the energy. Plus, I
But
think.
yeah,
Plus, I think.
Like, what do you do? Like, at what point do you think you can negotiate with the guy?
I think if you're just getting kicked out, let's say it's like he dragged me, or if I drop my drink and he's trying to kick me out, I think I would just be like, hey, look, dude, I would be reasonable. Like, hey, I understand I dropped my drink. I'm sorry. I'll if you want me to pay for the drink because I'll pay for the glass, like I'll do that. But look, it's my friend.
If you think of a good reason, that always helps.
I'll be like, look,
I'll be
like, look, it's my friend's bachelor party. Yes, it might have got a bit out of hand, but look, we're just trying to have a fun time, all that type of stuff. If that's me getting kicked out by myself, if the whole group's getting kicked out, it's already game over.
Yeah, true. If it's just one of you,
10 guys are not going to negotiate. Like even if they put you outside for 10 minutes, like, all right, can I come back in? Look, I'm fine. I'm trying to celebrate my.
That's always a good one. You like extend the olive branch. And you're like, I will go have some water. I'll sit in the corner for 10 minutes.
If you accept your fate, that's fine. They don't want any pushback. That's the worst thing that they want. Like any pushback. Like, oh, come on, mate, just leave then.
Which is why I think our mate kind of, because our friend, although like he's nice, he's a huge smart ass. Like
100%.
He wasn't the man to get kicked. He was the worst guy to get picked because he was just being like, why dude? What are you doing? He would have been like,
very argumentative. Like when it gets to that.
By the time a bunch of us got round to be like, security guard, we understand, and trying to give it like the peaceful approach, like. It was already too late. Yeah,
like that's what I mean. If me or you got kicked out, I think we could end up back in.
Well, we did at that first club.
Oh, yeah.
The guy was like, dude, your eyes are red. And I was like, I'm Asian. My eyes go red when I drink. What are you trying to say? And then I said that loud enough. A few of the waitresses thought I was worried he was being racist and they told him to fuck off.
That or the waitress knows that we were about to drop like over $100 on shots just between the three of us. And she's like, can you just leave? I'm getting money here. And some other stuff, obviously, she got. So,
yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was a fun night. Actually, it was a very fun night.
It was fun. I don't think we shouldn't have any problems with security guards at the wedding. I'd hope
you can't. Surely not.
Do you think though?
Surely not.
See, bad security guards fuck it up for everyone because like security guard is a red hot occupation, right? Like. If people go into a place thinking, fucking security guards are assholes, it's like just makes it so much harder. But can you imagine how much nicer it would be for them if everyone was like, fuck, security guards are chill, man. Security guards are chill.
You know what? Because it's a reflection of the establishment as well. The reasons why security guards are harsh or hard is probably directed from the establishment. Like if the establishment is like, oh, dude, there's too many guys in here. No guys, you kick them all out. Any guy, just kick them out. And that's why they're like, oh, sorry, mate. No, not today. And it's like a group of guys. Yeah, not today. Sorry, mate. Not today. It's just like, I get it. Like that's part of the game.
But maybe get some security guards who can think on their feet. Like if you are kicking someone out, being a guy.
I mean, your security guard. There is not many qualifications. There's not many barriers to entry for that type of position.
Yeah, but you get good practice, dude. If I was kicking a guy out just for being a guy, and he's like, "Why are you kicking out?" I'd be like, look, sorry, man, like someone's already pointed it out. And once we've pointed it out, like it doesn't matter what, like we have to, like if we start negotiating with people, like it all falls apart. Like I know it sucks for you, man, but good luck coming back, come back next week, whatever. But I would just make up an excuse. Exactly like the guy trying to stay in. We were all making up excuses here. Let's be real. We were all slushed as fucking hell, right?
If I was a security guy and someone gave me a good excuse, I'd be like, fair play, go back in.
I had a friend grab the security guard before he took a friend who was cleared. Let him go. Didn't take him.
What was that? You kind
of like they were in a dance floor.
Yeah.
And one of the friends was dancing like an absolute idiot because he was blind. And I think he dropped a drink. And my friend saw the security guard come around his back to take him. He snuck around the back and grabbed the security guard and was like, dude, I know what you're about to do. I'm sorry. He's got autism. He's not good at dancing. He's really uncomfortable in social situations. And the security guard just took it. Yeah.
Fuck me.
It was like on the spot, just And I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
That's an
You're going to
insane
hell.
call. That's insane call. So my friend has autism. He's really awkward. We just trying to have a fun night with him. It's his birthday. That's an insane
I've honest
call.
ones. I've said, look, it's my friend's birthday. I really don't want to get kicked out. Like, he's one of my best friends. Like,
I always
sit
pull that
down
line.
for an hour and just let me stay here.
You always have to pull a
a
sympathetic line. Be like, look, like I'm sorry, like what I did. Like I know, like I'm drunk. I'm the waters. I haven't really been drinking. I'm just here just to celebrate my friend's birthday. I don't see him that much. Like, can you just
It's good. And then the answer is solely based on whether the guy's an asshole or not.
Exactly.
Like any decent person's gonna be like, all right, take some orders, sit in that I've had that. I've had a security guard say, take some orders, sit in that fucking corner. You spend 15 minutes in there, you drink 2 cups of water, and I'll see how you are, and then you can come back there.
Yeah.
That was a guy who clearly wanted to kick me out, but was like,
he's reasonable.
I can't do that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what if just don't be aggressive. You just have to be, respectful. That's it. And you probably there's a pretty good likelihood you'll get back in.
And then what happens if that fails, boss? What do you do?
If that fails, then you walk to King's Cross and you sort of
That
get your
fails,
money
you just
out.
start being
You
a
get your
smart
money out.
ass.
You get your money out. Or you just
True.
tell everyone to leave. Yeah, I guess so, lads. We gotta leave.
Yeah, it's that is true.
And then imagine if you had like a big group and everyone leaves, like, oh geez, that's a lot of money right there.
And that's what we did to that guy.
Yeah.
That hence the smart ass of, you're such a hero, dude. Just cost your establishment $2,000.
Like we said, it wasn't even that busy. It was probably like there was maybe 150 people, if maybe like 100, really.
No, that place had like 40 people there.
No, that's why I was being generous with 100. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
like
We had
50
10.
people
We had 10
It
people.
was a really nice spot, actually.
It's usually a bit more busy. I was surprised.
Is it? I didn't.
Yeah, no, that
We're
place
never
usually
going back
bumps.
there. We're
It
never
usually
getting back in
bumps.
there. That very large bounce is never letting us back in.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You know what? I feel like we could get in again because he can see. Man, he's probably doing other gigs. Like,
You know what you do? You just go up to the front. You go, I apologize for our behavior last
no,
week.
you can't say that. If they go like, have we seen you guys before? You're like, yeah, we were here last week. I think you just have to admit, yeah, we were here last week. And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
I don't know, guy. That guy was a real asshole. I reckon he'll hold on to it. We have to bend the knee to him.
Mate, it's 10 guys walking into suits, maybe some shorties if we find some shorties on the way. It's like, but we're coming deep with some people and with some pockets.
True, that is true. If you're a club and you see like a wedding party come in, you're like, open the fucking doors now.
Yeah,
Because these guys are gonna fucking be wild and they're gonna spend money and they're gonna cause other people to spend
100%.
money.
That's why it's you gotta be a businessman about these things.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why I don't understand like what I always get like they're always we need more chicks in there. You know who's buying all the drinks? The guys. That's the income.
Yeah, but you need like the guys who spend money on drinks aren't scarce. Girls who are worth buying drinks for are scarce. Not even girls who aren't worth buying drinks for are scarce.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, like hot girls, there's a limit to finite resource. Guys dumb enough to buy drinks is plenty.
Oh, yeah, that was me on Saturday.
Yeah, but you didn't buy any drinks for girls.
No, I said
I'm upset that waitress didn't give us free shots.
I'm surprised. Well, I know. Like fuck my friend giving me your number. Give us a free shot. That was some trauma we went through. But there was that girl that I was talking to, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I do OnlyFans." Obviously, she didn't do OnlyFans. She was just trying to cap saying she did OnlyFans. I was like, "All right, I'll buy you a drink right now if you give me your ad for the OnlyFans." And she didn't. I was like, "Oh well, you lost a drink. Have fun with that." I'm like,
Fuck,
what?
dude, my room's starting to leak. What the fuck? This is pumping water.
Oh god, now I'm just seeing
Holy
belly button
shit.
again. So much
So we gotta
belly
close
button.
up. I gotta fucking deal with this. We gotta close up ASAP.
Yeah. I think we'll end the podcast on just a little memoriam, little tip to the hat of Shane Warne.
Shame Warne.
Shane Warne, Aussie icon. Really unfortunate the way he died, but I think what the great thing is right now is sort of the legacy he's left behind, not only on the field, obviously, paramount on the field, but off the field, everyone has great things to say about him. So shout out to him. I think we might have bashed him a little bit in previous episodes about how he was commentating on Mitchell Starc and stuff. Obviously, that's within the context of what was happening. But to Shane Warne, mate, you're a legend. Rest in peace. Condolences to your family. Respect.
Respect. I think that's it.
You want to leave? Quick bit of wisdom, David, before we leave. Any wisdom? Any wisdom?
I think we'll leave it for this week.
Come on, boss. You got a bit of wisdom.
No, dude.
I'm going to a wedding. Give me some wisdom.
Dude, this is. I've got to do this now. I've got to do this now.
All right, let me give some wisdom then. Make sure you move into an apartment that leaks.
Doesn't have fucking
because
windows,
one, you got to deal with it, and two, you're not going to get your bond back. All right, peace.
Hey, sorry, dude. I got to run. This is fucked.
What's happening though?
It's just like coming. It's just like the water's there, and it's just like
what from
filtering
the
fuck
corners
through the window. It's just
through the window.
through the cracks in the windowsill. It's just coming through.
It's not raining that hard over here.
Hey guys, if you're interested in checking out Transcending Organics, they do have a great promo where if you put in the code 23JD, you can get 20% off as well. So not only does that help us out, it obviously helps you out as well. So check them out. And yeah, enjoy the app.
Oh yeah.